Hello, I'd like to talk about the Christian faith and how it doesn't make sense from a worldly point of view. I mean, most non-Christians, they want to have a meaning, fulfillment, and happiness. They want to be able to decide what they want to do and what they think is right and wrong. And some people, want to have a happy family life or a big career or, or to have pleasure and happiness. And some people might want to have a big YouTube following, but they want to be able to live life on their own terms. Whereas what the Bible says doesn't really makes sense from this point of view. I mean, Jesus talked about how the truth will set you free, and in John 8:32, or how He's come to give us life so we can have it in abundance. But this is not the same kind of freedom and abundance that most non-Christians want. I mean, if I've read the Bible correctly, there are a lot of restrictions that come along with them being a Christian. Like, we're not allowed to swear, we're not allowed to gossip, we can't play music, loud music at 3 a.m. in the morning, we can't get drunk, we can't have sex before marriage, we can't masturbate. There's lots and lots of things that the world would see as limitations that are just absolutely no fun at all as far as the world's concerned. And it's hard to imagine why anyone would willingly want to become a Christian. I mean, I never willingly chose to become a Christian. It happened because God moved in my life, and it's the best thing that's ever happened to me. But it doesn't make sense from a worldly point of view because God is real and God changes people's hearts and desires. And as a Christian, I want different things, and I'm not as insecure as I used to be. I'm not as afraid as I used to be. And knowing God is wonderful, but it doesn't make sense from a worldly point of view. And it is something the Bible touches upon. In 1 Corinthians, Paul writes that the cross is folly to those who are perishing, and or later on in the same book, he's talking about how if Jesus was not raised, then our faith is futile, and we are to be pitied. So, really, the peace and the joy that comes in knowing Jesus is that it's a supernatural peace that doesn't make sense from a worldly point of view. It's about doing things God's way. Have a relationship with God, seeking His will, doing His will, and growing closer and closer to Him, and not conforming to the world, and not going along with them what most people see as freedom and joy and fulfillment. So it doesn't make sense. But knowing Jesus, it's amazing. It's the best thing that can ever happen to anyone. The best thing that's ever happened to me. Thank you for watching. I hope this video has been useful for someone. Goodbye.